Welcome to a new vlog. I technically started this vlog 2 days ago. I think I showed our hike, I showed my smoothie yesterday, and that's about it. I was like, I need to actually hang out with you guys or else this vlog is gonna be nothing. But I've just been in major work mode. When I'm not in the salon, I'm just heavily in YouTube mode right now because we do go on vacation in just a few days. I think we'll actually be almost done with our trip when this vlog goes up, but I've just been in heavy prep mode so that I have videos to go up everywhere while I'm gone. But I'm gonna make myself a matcha. I'm gonna start with the milk frothing so that can go while I make the matcha itself. So I'm just taking my Chobani oat milk. I'm gonna do about a cup or so of oat milk. I'm kind of feeling something caramelly, so I'm just gonna add a pump and a half or so of sugar-free caramel syrup. Close that. This is gonna get frothed on the cold setting because I do want an iced matcha today. So while that goes, I'll get my actual matcha going. I'm using this Matcha Love sweetened barista matcha. I'm gonna take about 2 tablespoons of this matcha powder. And now I'm gonna get just a little bit of water. Just a little bit so it's a little bit risen. And now I'm gonna take my little handheld frother and just carefully get that all mixed together without it splattering everywhere. And now I'm gonna put some ice in this cup while I wait for the milk to finish. Let's see if this fits. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight squeeze. Perfect. I'm gonna drink a little of this down just a little bit. Ooh, that is tasty. Just for fun, I'm gonna add a little bit of cold foam on top. You know, just because I'm feeling wild and crazy, what if I did a little, just like a little caramel drizzle? Just something fun. Riku, did you want a caramel matcha too? Are you feeling jealous that all the attention is not on you right now? I'm sorry. He's such a sweet boy. Like, all he wants to do is hang out. He just wants to cuddle. He just wants to play. He just wants to be involved. He does not like to be by himself. He likes to be with his mother and his friends. What do you think of that matcha? Does that look good? It's not for babies. Ah, yes. This looks pretty perfect. Yes, that is exactly what I needed. I figured maybe we could have a little coffee chats. It's been a while since we did a little coffee chat, so feel free to get yourself a beverage. We're not even having coffee right now, or at least I'm not. It's still coffee chats. But yeah, basically, the last couple of days have been mostly just absolutely consumed with YouTube work, just trying to get prepped and ready to leave on Saturday. It's Tuesday now, and I have some pretty heavy salon days at the end of this week, so I didn't want to have too much YouTube to also have to cram out. I wanted to try to get that done as preemptively as possible. So Sunday was good though. We went on a nice little hike. We had 0 animal sightings besides birds until the very end when we saw a mama deer and her 2 babies. I had never seen a baby deer in real life before. So stinking cute. They were just frolicking around, so just, I don't know, just happy to be there. They were so sweet. I loved them. That was such a good sighting. And then the rest of Sunday was mostly just consumed with me working. We came home, you know, showered, had lunch, and then I think I did YouTube work nonstop from like probably 11:30 to 6:30. Just all day long. But we did end up going to the movies that night and we saw Megan 2.0, and it was actually such a blast. The Megan movies are just like very campy, over the top, like they're silly and funny, and they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be taken seriously. I just think they're an absolute hoot. I think the character of Megan, she's just so funny. Like her comments, she's so sassy, and they're just fun. They're a fun time. And then yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I had my workout in the morning. I made a smoothie. And then I think I worked pretty much all day on YouTube yesterday too. Yeah, nothing too exciting going on. And today is honestly not too much different, but I figured I could at least make some time to chat and catch up. I did run a personal 5K this morning, which is probably like the maybe 5th time I've done that, 4th or 5th time I've done that since getting heavily back into running. And it was good and bad at the same time. So I went into it, I think, a little too overconfident. One of the main things I've learned with running over the last, since the beginning of this year, as I've gotten more and more into it, is you cannot start too fast. You gotta start slow. You gotta let your body get used to the fact that it's running, or you're gonna burn yourself out too quick. And I've really stood by that mantra this whole time. But I did not do that today. I was like, I want to see how fast I can do this. So I kind of just like, I mean, I wasn't sprinting, but I was definitely running a lot harder than I typically do at the beginning of a run. And I definitely burnt myself out the first mile. A 5K is like roughly 3.1 miles. So for the last 2 miles, I basically just kept telling myself, I want to quit. I was so tired. I was so done. I definitely, at least I felt like I slowed down significantly, but by the end of it, I ended up finishing it in 37 minutes, which is my fastest so far. I did another 5K about a week and a half ago, and that was 38 minutes. And that one I felt really great in the whole time. This one, I definitely didn't feel great doing it, but I felt accomplished afterwards. And honestly, my pacing was not as slow as I thought. My first mile was about 11.5 minutes, which is pretty fast for me. And the last 2 miles were about 12.5 minutes each. So I wasn't going that much drastically slower like I thought I was. So I don't even know what that says about me. I guess I just need to, I don't know, trust the process. I was doing fine. I was just trying to get lost in my audiobook. I was grumpy about it, but I did it and I felt really good after. Went and ran an errand. I had an appointment to go to, and now I'm home making my matcha, chatting with you. I'm still heavily invested in Love Island. Who else is watching Love Island USA? It's just pure and utter chaos, and I love it. I love every second of it. It's so dumb. I actually have not watched last night's episode yet. I need to watch that. I'll probably watch that this evening when I eat dinner. But yeah, I just love it. It's so stupid. It's so bad. It's absolutely insane, and it's just so entertaining. Just like such peak reality TV dating drama. I guess on that topic, I was also watching The Ultimatum Queer Love. I've seen the first episode so far. I think there's 3 more that are dropping. I want to say tomorrow. And this season's been actually so crazy. The whole point of it is we have a couple, or multiple couples, if you will, and one of them wants to get married and the other doesn't for whatever reason. Sometimes it's just they're not ready yet. Sometimes it's too soon. Sometimes they just want to be more financially settled. Like there's a plethora of reasons why the other person doesn't want to get married right then. So the other person makes an ultimatum. We're either going to get married or we're going to break up. So these couples enter the show. They all, like, technically speaking, break up, but I mean, that's loose. It's just a TV show. So these couples are separated. They all intermingle with each other. And especially in this edition, it's the queer love version. It's the, I think, 2nd season of this. So everyone dates everyone in this sense. So everyone's intermingling. And by the end of this, like, meeting each other period of time, they all settle on new couples to be with for like 3-week trial marriages to figure out what they want in a marriage, things like that. If they can see themselves being with their original partner, yada, yada, yada. We passed all of the trial marriages, and now everyone is back to their original couples to just kind of see back in their original spot, like how they're feeling, if they are happy or not. And it has been pure and utter chaos. I can't remember everybody's names, but Megan and Dana, I think are their names, do not need to be together at all. I fully understand why Megan was not willing to marry Dana. Dana seems like I don't know, I just don't trust her. I don't trust her. But Mel and I think her name's Marie, I don't think they need to be together either. I don't trust Mel. She just seems a little conniving, right, buddy? Yeah. On the flip side, Mel and Dana seem like a perfect match. They were in their trial marriage together and they just got along so perfectly with their untrustworthy ways. And then Megan was with this girl, Haley, and I think they absolutely need to be together. Like, they were just so cute together. It's just drama. It's drama and chaos, and I love it. I love stupid reality TV. I feel like my preferences for TV show consumption is I do like a spooky vibe. I love a classic sitcom, and then I love bad reality TV. Those are the 3 moods right there. I'm not really interested in, like, spy related stuff. I don't care about action, with the exception being superheroes sometimes. I know there's a new Marvel show out, Iron something. I don't remember the name, but I do want to see that. I haven't started it yet. I feel like right now I'm just very much in reality TV mode, especially right now in summer. My brain is Summerween, spooky vibes, and reality TV. Those are my 2 moods right now, and honestly, it's a lot of fun. I guess speaking of Summerween, we have not ventured out to the stores in probably like 4 or 5 days. So maybe this evening we can go prowling around at HomeGoods again. If you saw the last vlog, you will have seen that at the beginning of that week, there was not a thing. And then by the end of that week, there was everything. It was like a Halloween explosion. So I'm very curious if it's grown even more in the time since I've been last. And it's just been so much fun. I feel like it's been making summer a lot more fun seeing this decor coming in early. I love that the Summerween theme has become more of a trend lately. It's cute. It brings me a lot of joy. It's making summer more bearable. It's exciting. It's the little things. The world is so hard right now. It's so scary and bleak, and I feel like every day there's some new tragedy happening, and I just need some little bit of joy to cling to, and right now it's Summerween. Oh, I just love it so much. Soaking up every moment of it while I can. Oh, but I'm so excited to go on our trip. We are visiting my best friend Mackenzie in Montana. We went last February and it was so great, beautiful. I loved the mountains. I loved just seeing her and her husband. She was pregnant at the time, and it was so good seeing her. It was so good being somewhere with just like all the beautiful mountains and all the snow. It was so, so lovely. I did see her again back in January. They were in town visiting with their baby. He was about 6 months old at the time, and he's just the cutest little bug. I love him so much. But I'm so excited to go again. We're gonna be gone for about, I wanna say 8 days. 9 days. We leave on a Saturday, we come back the following Sunday. So I'm so excited. We will fly in, stay with them for the weekend, and then all of us are gonna go to Glacier National Park Monday through Friday, and then we'll come back for the weekend, come back on Sunday. So I'm just so excited. I'm excited to spend time with my best friend, to squeeze her little baby. He's 1 now, and I can't believe he's already 1. It's hard to conceptualize. Like, I first became friends with Mackenzie when I think, gosh, I was probably like 15 and she was probably 13. And now she has a whole baby. It's crazy. Oh, I adore her so much. I adore her so much. She's one of those friends where like, I could spend every waking moment with her and I wouldn't get sick of her, because we are just so good at just existing in silence together. Like, yes, we like to do stuff together, but we're also the kind of friends where we could just spend a day in the same place and not even socialize. It's just being within each other's vicinity is enough. Like, we don't have to do anything elaborate or crazy. And those are just like, that's my favorite kind of friend. Being able to like exist in silence with somebody and it not be awkward is like, that's when you know you've made it with somebody. But I'm excited for some fresh air. You better believe I'm bringing my running shoes. I cannot wait to go on runs when it's not a million degrees and humid. It's gonna be chilly and crispy, and I cannot wait. Our first day in Glacier on Monday, the 7th, that's actually my birthday. So I'm very excited to have like chilly weather on my birthday. Last I checked the weather, it was literally so different than it is here. It's just so hot and humid here. Yeah, our first day in Glacier National Park on Monday the 7th, the low is 43 and the high is 61. Crispy and wonderful. I'm so excited. I'm excited to go on some hikes. I'm excited to see some nature, really hoping I see some animals, but it's gonna be so much fun. Like I mentioned, I think this vlog will be up toward the very end of our trip, but I'm so excited. I'm gonna vlog as much as I can of it while also just trying to stay in the moment with my friend, but I do wanna vlog a lot of it just for even myself to look back on. I feel like especially with travel vlogs, it's really nice to have that like video footage to look back on. It's so fun, but I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. I can't believe it's getting so close. We started planning this forever ago, and I'm so excited that it's finally here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna work on some back-end work stuff, computer stuff, take a little lunch break, and then get to filming. I'm gonna film a little bit today, so maybe I'll catch up with you when I'm doing my hair. I showered this morning and I've just let it air dry, and something will need to be done with it at some point. All right, I need to do something with this hair so that I can film. I'm gonna start by just parting it in half. I like to just work on one half of my head at a time because otherwise I feel like I'll miss the middle. So it's easier to just work one half at a time. I'm basically just gonna break this into 3 different sections. Heat protection, leave-in conditioner and heat protection are like 2 of the most important things you can use. If you're not using heat ever, obviously you don't need a heat protectant, but if you use heat protection all the way. The IGK Good Behavior that I just used is my favorite. I think I'm just gonna break this into 3 pieces. I have this old Babyliss Marcel iron. I've had this for years, literally since hair school, but I still love this brand, the Babyliss brand. I think this is like a 1 1/4 inch. Usually I go for something smaller just so it holds better, but I wanted, I don't know, just something a little more of a loose wave today. So just wrapping that up, holding that for a couple seconds, and then shaking it out. Since this is a little bit of a, I mean, it's not super loose. It's not gonna be super loose on most people, but since it'll be loose on me, I'm just gonna kind of hold that curl in my hand and let it cool for a second before I let it drop. Like so. Now I'm gonna take my second section, and because I did the first one going away from the face, I'll do this one going toward the face. I like to just sort of alternate my sections. Kind of wrap it, pull it down, wrap it, pull it down, wrap it. And again, just holding it for a couple seconds, and then let it fall and hold it while it cools. Isn't this so exciting? Is this the most riveting content you've ever seen? I think my plan is to film a reel / TikTok / YouTube short with the Clarity Cosmetics Cobra palette. I've really been enjoying that one. It's so pretty. And then I think after that, I'm going to finish my reading wrap up for the month because it is the first now. So I'll talk about the book I finished yesterday, which my reading wrap up should be up before this video on this channel in case you're curious what I read last month. Moving on to the next section. Basically just this section that's left. I'm just gonna take about half of it, clip the other half away. This will be about 4 pieces over here. My hair is faded to such a like silver and pastel pink. I really like it actually, but I'll probably recolor it when I get back. Not necessarily new highlights or anything because I'm pretty satisfied with where those are at right now, but I definitely could use a refresh on the vivids. The pastels are cute, but they really won't last me much longer, so I'd rather add some vibrancy back in there. We'll see what I get up to. Probably some combination of purple and red again. I feel like anytime I talk to anyone who's interested in vivids, like a client or something like that, my biggest piece of advice is just, you have to be someone that can embrace the fade. You gotta be willing to kind of roll with it. It's gonna fade a little with every wash. I personally only wash mine probably about every 5 days, sometimes 6 or 7 depending on the week. Freezing cold water, color safe shampoos and conditioners. My go-tos lately are a mixture of Olaplex, the Joico Defy Damage line. I'm also a big fan of the Verb Ghost shampoo. Those are kind of the 3 I've bounced between in my personal shower. But yeah, you gotta be willing to go with the fade. If you're someone who's gonna be kind of anal about like your hair fading, vivids are not for you. Unless you want to refresh them like every other wash, they're simply just gonna fade with every wash, especially like the lighter you go, the quicker they'll go away. But on the flip side, if you go for like a really dark, rich, like jewel tone shade, like a foresty green or like a navy blue, I feel like the depth of those goes away rather quickly as well. Like it'll kind of lose that darkness after a couple washes, and then you'll just be left with like, you know, more of a classic green or a classic blue. So I don't know why I'm telling you this, you didn't ask, but in case you're ever wondering about the ins and outs of vivids, there you go. And honestly, my favorite way to wear vivids is like I have them on myself where it's kind of just highlighted into my hair, because I feel like it's, I don't know, just more gradual. I personally like having the contrast of my dark brown with it because I feel like it gives it a lot of depth when it's freshly done. And then I don't have to deal with like my roots growing in because it's already incorporated. All that good stuff. I'm on the final section. I'll probably do this one in about 4 sections as well. Again, I've just been kind of alternating, some forward, some back. Let it chill for a moment. And then let it cool in my hand. I'm excited to potentially Halloween decor hunt this evening. I say potentially because if the weather is like torrential downpour, like typical Florida summer, we might not go, but you never know. The weather's so whack here. The thing about Florida summer is it's gonna rain every day, usually in the late afternoon, but sometimes it's first thing in the morning. Sometimes it's all day long. Sometimes it's only at night. Sometimes it's multiple times a day. You really just never truly know. It does kind of make it hard to plan any activity that involves the outdoors. But on the flip side, if it does start raining, it most likely will be done in 20-30 minutes. But it could last all day. It could be a hurricane, you never know. Taking this last piece now, rolling it up, and That is one half of the head done. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other half and then I'll do my bangs. Okay, both sides done. Getting my bangs prepped. I just made a section, heat protection. I feel like this bottommost section, my biggest goal is just to make it not pin straight like my hair wants to be. I just want it to have a little bit of a bend. Sometimes I'll use a flat iron. Right now I suppose I'm using a curling iron. Just enough to give it like a little bend so it's not pin straight sticking out from everything else. I'll break this into 2 more sections. I basically just do my bangs in 3. Heat protection again. Sometimes I break this middle section into 4. Lately, I've just been doing it in 2, especially if I use the bigger iron. So I'll do each half of this second section going away from the face. Again, it doesn't have to be anything perfect. I basically just don't want it to be pin straight. Although there was a time in life where pin straight bangs with curly hair, that was the move. So now this last section, taking it in 2 again, but I'm gonna have these curling toward each other. I feel like this is what seals the deal for me. These 2 at the very top of my bang coming together, it gives it that very like pinched effect in my opinion. And I think it just looks really cute. But this is the basis. Now the trick is, don't touch it for a while. You want your hair to actually have time to cool, especially if your hair's like mine and wants to fall out easy. If that's not your problem, I'm jealous. I'm gonna add some texture spray. This is the Beach Shake from Joico, which I think they might have discontinued because I tried to link it in a vlog recently and I couldn't find it, but the body shake is still a thing and I really like that one as well. I also like I think it's called the Beach Club or something like that from IGK. That's a good one as well. There's also one from Amika that I really like. Joico, Amika, and IGK are kind of my go-to brands lately, especially for styling products. Scrunch the bangs. Again, I'm not like fluffing through it. I'm just kind of scrunching that texture spray in. But I'm just gonna leave my hair like this. I will take like some little clips and kind of like lightly clip this up, like the creaseless clips, so that this can kind of stay formed. I'll creaseless clip this back so I can like do my makeup. And then when I'm done with my makeup, then I'll shake through it and I'll show you at the end. I'm gonna put my earrings in. Look how cute these are. I bought these a few months ago in a vlog actually, when we went to the Claremont Farmers Market. This is from the brand Serendipity. They don't have an online store to my knowledge last I checked. But if you're local to Claremont, at the Claremont Farmers Market, Serendipity has a lot of really cute ones. They also have some stock in the Black Rabbit Book Bar, which I adore. Earrings, spooky t-shirt. I got this shirt in Nashville years ago. I can't even remember the brand. They're a very like inclusive lingerie brand based in Nashville. And they just happen to have this t-shirt. Let me see if I can figure it out. Hey Mavens, hey Mavens. I figured it out. They had a really cute storefront. I'm like, look how cute this is. It was such a cute store. Just like, you know, some t-shirts, some underwear, stuff like that. But I'm gonna go film. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm just sitting here in my library. I just finished filming my reel and finishing up my reading wrap up for the month. So here's how my makeup turned out. I love it. I think it came out so cool. Just smoky, yummy goodness. But I'm just going to continue on the grind. I'm gonna work on editing for a bit, getting things prepped, finish this reading wrap up video and get that scheduled. So yeah, just gonna keep on the work grind, but I'll check back in later when we hopefully go Halloween decor shopping. Let me actually look at the weather. Not that it's always the true test. I mean, as of right now, it's not really supposed to rain this evening, but who knows? Who even knows? It's a gamble. You never know with Florida summer. These guys are still here. She's a lady. They're very cute. This is not Halloween, but that's fine.
You thought it was this?
Yeah, the witches. Those ones were here last time too. Okay, but imagine giant cat bed.
Oh man.
It does not work, but it's very cute. These little ghosties. They're so cute. Okay, we did pick up a couple things at HomeGoods. We got a couple ghosties, which I'll actually save these for next spring, thinking ahead already. But this little like springy green ghostie, I just think this will be super cute for Springoween. And also his friend, the purple one. I just think this like bluish purple would be super cute for my spooky spring decor. So I thought these were adorable. And I gotta buy the stuff now because this stuff isn't available in the spring. And then we did get a towel because I love a Halloween towel, and this one is just so cute. I love all the little ghosties all dressed up. It's adorable. So yeah, just a teeny little purchase today, but very exciting, very exciting. It's just nice to see it already out. I never get to buy Halloween decor before my birthday, so this is just like the best feeling ever.